Yesterday at Philadelphia, at the former president's house, they took down exhibits, big posters that talked about slavery. That's actual history. This election was never about the economy. That's bullshit. Let's just be real right now. It was about people using expensive products because of COVID as a reason to not vote for the black woman. Those same people are triggered by Black History Month. Those same people were triggered by a black man in the White House instead of out in the fields picking their cotton. That's all this is. This is very simple. It's right in front of our faces. They want to whitewash history, like taking down slavery at the Smithsonian. This example, putting up pictures of Robert E. Lee, right? White people worshiping a racist podcaster. Oh, if the pilot's black, do I know they're qualified? Ooh, look at the black Supreme Court justice. Oh, she must be an affirmative action hire because there's no way that a black woman can be qualified to be the Supreme Court. Ooh, the blacks are taking the whites' jobs. This is the guy that white America worshipped. And for those of them that supported Trump and the racist podcaster, and you wonder why, it's very simple. It's proximity to whiteness. There it is. They think that if they kiss up to the white man, that they're going to run out to their mailbox and their membership card's going to be there. And they're going to show up at the plantation and say, hey, how you doing? Yeah, you can get to work in the fields over there. They were a token. They were used. He said, I'm coming after the worst of the worst. You people voted for a white man, convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, pedophile who caused an insurrection. But somehow the brown people coming from Mexico are ruining America. A person that's been here for 40 years, never committed a felony, never caused an insurrection, not a felon, not a rapist, not a pedophile. Nope, they're the problem with America because they're not white. That's the whole point. They've lived their whole lives living in white America, the majority of MAGA. The middle of nowhere, white, own the libs, traditional family values is white, right? Silver Spoons, Cheers, Leave It to Beaver, all the old AMC shows, white. And how do they depict black people? Gangsters, gold teeth, drug dealers, guns, murdering the poor white people. Lincoln Riley, right? Out of 41,000 mass shootings in 2024, nothing about the white men that murdered people that were U.S. citizens. Oh no, they're going to take her because it was one brown, undocumented person. And they put her on bills and on flyers and donations because it's about the white person being the victim. They're taking away history because they don't want actual history. They want people to believe in the lie of American exceptionalism. We're the best of the best of the best of the best. Oh, look, we have symbols like bald eagles and American flags. We're not great. We lead the world in incarcerations and gun reform and shootings and probably racism. Greenland has a 42% tax, as an example. They don't have shootings. They don't do active shooter drills. They don't have the homeless problem. They have a better quality of life. And they don't have racism either. Here we are. Racism. Why do you think that orange piece of crap in the White House is going after Venezuela and then probably Cuba and Greenland? Because he wants the white man to be the colonizer. That's it. The white man could do no wrong. LBJ said it best back in the day, and I'll paraphrase for 2025. This country will vote for the most morally bankrupt rapist, pedophile, convicted felon white man, while the country burns to the ground over the most qualified black woman. This country would rather suffer under a white man than thrive under a black woman. It's about damn time people wake up. This was never about the price of eggs. That was an excuse to hide their white supremacy. And white people, you better get off your asses and be uncomfortable. I'll leave you with this. And I'm going to modify this poem for 2026. First, they came for the immigrants. But I wasn't an immigrant, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the black people, but I wasn't black, so I didn't say anything. Then they came for the transgenders, but I wasn't transgenders, so I didn't say anything. And then they came for me, because I wasn't the right white Christian to fit into their version of American exceptionalism, their white traditional family values. You can ignore it all you want, white people, but it will come to your door. And the reason it's here now is because too many of you since 1619 have sat on your asses and watched black people get treated like absolute dog shit because it didn't affect you. And even now, while this horrible stuff is happening, I won't talk to Uncle Bob. I won't talk to my mom. I won't talk to my job because I don't want to be uncomfortable. Then you are complicit in what's happening. Have a white day.